Hello. It's Monday, the 21st, and I struggled whether or not to do this again, but I'm going to finish out the year. I'm going to finish out the journey saying goodbye to my brother. Yesterday marked 2 years since my mother-in-law died. And I don't know, I've been on here for a while, so a lot has happened. I watch my grandson 3 days a week, and that's been really helpful. It has absolutely given me distraction and reason to not cry all day and feel sorry for myself and concentrate on my symptoms. I do know that when I'm idle, my symptoms are much worse. When I'm not idle, my symptoms are still there, but I don't, concentrate on them. And I'm taking, a page out of my brother's book. Here's a man who had his leg cut off and went to dialysis 3 days a week. And you guys, there's people out there complaining. And here's a man, he never complained. He never was a whiny, pissy, moany baby. My sister, the same thing. My sister's extremely ill. I'm very worried about her. I don't know if she and her husband are going to be able to make the trip up here for the memorial service, which is next Saturday. I've never seen her this ill. This is a woman who lost a child. He has tumors that are so rare that they wrote her up in the New England Journal of Medical Science. I think there's like 4 people in the world that have these tumors. It's very rare. Anyways, and another person who is in excruciating pain on multiple meds, and she doesn't say anything, and she goes forth. And she drove up here twice before my mom died. Just there's so many people out there that have it really bad, and they carry on, and so I'm just trying to follow suit. My younger daughter, my stepmom, and I took my older daughter out yesterday. Her birthday's the 24th, so we celebrated her birthday yesterday by taking her to the mall, Destiny. It's a huge mall here in Syracuse, and took her out to lunch, and we shopped for hours. Literally, probably 5.5 hours we were shopping. My stepmother called me today and said, I was so tired I fell asleep at 8:30 last night. And I said, well, we're not young chickens anymore. My 2 girls, and of course they're trying on clothes and everything looks perfect on them because they are literally gorgeous and have perfect bodies. And me and Yuta are sitting there going, oh, I wish I could do that, but those days are gone. So we enjoyed our day. Definitely battling symptoms. And as I said, the busier I am, the less I will think about what I'm battling. I'm working on my tribute, my eulogy for my brother. My nieces are going to stand up and say something together, and I'm still working. My younger daughter, who is a gifted writer, literally, she is a gifted writer. Wow. That is why at the age of 20, she just turned 29, she's a top exec in her company because she is so gifted. So gifted. So I asked her, and I love to write. I usually can write rather well, but I'm having a hard time writing for my brother for a lot of reasons. And so she just told me, Mom, throughout the day, just send me voice texts of snippets of your life with him, and I will put it together. And I said, it's got to be 3 to 5 minutes. I don't want it long, just 3 to 5 minutes. And she's going to do that for me, thank God. I wanted to sing at my brother's memorial. That's what I wanted to do. but I know that I would never get through a song without falling apart. And no one wants to sit and listen to a crying singer. So I'll probably cry when I'm reading too, but you can handle that better than listening to somebody try to sing a song and cry. It's just, that's not entertainment at all. So we've got somebody to sing the song that they've picked, Butterfly Kisses. My nieces are 2 years apart, and yes. And the older niece, she said from the time she could understand English, my brother told her, would sing the song and let her listen to the song, and always said, this is the song Daddy's gonna dance with you at your wedding. This is the song that we're gonna have our first, when you get married, grow up and get married. Well, my younger niece ended up getting married before her 2 years ago, and she had asked her sister, do you mind if I steal that song and have Dad do the daughter-father dance to it? So with all that being said, that song is very important to them, and so that's the song that will be sung. There won't be a dry eye in the place. It's going to be really difficult to go through that. I'm in charge. So immediately following the memorial service, we are having a private gathering back here at my house. Family and very close friends. And I mean, when I say very, very close friends, because a couple of his very close friends approached me a while back and said, we wanted to suggest something to you. We'd like to do a roast for Ernie. And it was the first time I'd laughed that week. I literally went, and I laughed out loud, and I said, it was the first time I'd laughed in the whole week. And I was like, that is so my brother. He would so get a kick out of that. A lot of people would find this very tactless and would not care for it. That's why there will only be a select people who will be involved in this. But it is my brother. This is exactly what he would want. And so they're going to do a roast. I'm going to sit back and listen, but his really close friends are going to roast my brother. I'm in charge of, obviously, opening my home to everybody and supplying the food. So I'm working on that, ordering some deli platters and stuff like that. My nieces and I, we got together twice now, last Saturday. So 2 days ago, we got together and went through pictures and sat and talked for like 4.5 hours. We just sat and talked and looked at pictures and talked and cried. It just doesn't even seem real yet. And I think something my niece said that made a lot of sense. She goes, because he lives so far away, so we're used to not seeing him, it hasn't really hit me. Because it's just like he's just not here. You know, it wasn't like, you know, you saw him all the time. And I get that. I do. I get that. So any of you who are coming in just for an update, it's Monday and still making the arrangements. I am contemplating going back to GriefShare. I know that GriefShare really helped me after my mom died. She died in March. And I'm going to find that, I don't know, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I have to get through this week. I have to get through this weekend. I'm not looking forward to the memorial service. I am looking forward to the gathering back here at the house. So far we have at least 25 people, might be more, trying to figure out how we're going to get everybody. My house is not tiny, but it's not, I don't have any really, really large rooms. Like this room is my 4-season room. And so as you see, it's not a huge room, but it's probably, and it's connected to my family room through 2 French doors. So we're talking about taking the kids' table out and chairs and filling chairs in here. And between these 2 rooms, we probably could get everybody in together while they're doing the roast. And then my dining room and kitchen will be, I don't think any of you care about any of this, right? You're probably like, whatever, good for you. Just trying to figure out the logistics of everything and keeping it together. I have some personal things going on in my life that are really, really serious. Outside of my sister being seriously ill. And I mean, when I say seriously ill, she's seriously ill. And if she gets out of this, it's going to take months to turn this around. And so I'm worried about her. I'm worried about losing another sibling. Really? So she's next. I can't even go there right now. I can't go there. But I also have some personal issues going on in my own life that are extremely serious. But I put that on the back burner until after Saturday. And then after Saturday, I'll address some of these other issues. I cannot deal with any more, or I will end up flat on my back. And I'm the last one standing. I am the matriarch right now. I am the one holding it together. I am the glue. My older sister, I was telling the girls at lunch yesterday, because they know their Aunt Sharon, and I said she was always a rock and kind of like took control. I mean, much like me, but because she's the older sister. And she has just crumbled in front of my eyes and really can't help in any way. And I don't expect her to help in any way. I actually am so worried about her. I'm talking her out of coming. I said by Wednesday, when I speak to you, if I don't hear a huge difference in your speech, I'm going to tell your husband, absolutely do not get in the car with her. I'm going to tell you as a nurse, it's too dangerous to travel with her. So today, I already did my walk. It's nice out today, but the rest of the week's not looking good. And I'm going to go out and I got shopping to do, a lot of shopping to do. Tomorrow I have my grandson. Friday, my nieces, my daughters, and my stepmother are all going to come over here. I don't even really know if there's anything we need to do on Friday except maybe just be together before we have to do Saturday, because Saturday is going to be a whirlwind. The memorial service starts at 10 a.m. And as I said, immediately following, then the people who have been invited privately will come back here. And then I'm assuming they'll be here all day long into the evening. I told my pastor, I love him and we're very, very close. And he knows us. And I said, just so you know, you're going to want to come in, get a bite to eat, and scurry out the door as quick as you can, because I don't think you're going to be comfortable with what's going to happen afterwards. And he understands. I said, there will be alcohol. No, I do not drink, but everybody else around me will, and there will be alcohol. And please drink up. Drink up. I have no problem with anyone drinking. I personally don't do it, but I don't have a problem with anyone else doing it if it is what they do and it makes them feel better. Not that my pastor has, that in itself would not bother my pastor. Like I said, the roasting part, what will be said, would probably make him very uncomfortable. So I told him, you and your wife, come, get something to eat, shake hands, and then out, and let the foolishness begin. Because we'll laugh, and that's what we need. We need to just laugh, because this all just... I told my pastor, I met with him last week, and he said, how you doing? I said, I'm so mad. I have such anger right now, and I'm so sad. So I don't know which one I flip. I'm really mad, then I'm really sad. And he's going, why are you so mad? I go, I'm mad because my brother made choices that put him in a situation like this, and that we didn't have time to get him back here so those things could get turned around. And I'm sad for those same things. I'm sad he made those choices. And I'm sad that we didn't have time for him to get back here and turn those things around. And I'm sad that I didn't get there to hold his hand and caress him and say in his own ear that I loved him. And I said, I think about parents that lose a child, a missing child. I don't understand how a parent survives that. I do not understand for the life of me surviving losing a child. I can't fathom it. Two of the women who will be here at my house, friends of mine, both lost sons. One at the age of 25, a heart attack. He fell flat on his face right in front of my girlfriend. Dead. Bam, dead. Just like that, right in front of her. And my other girlfriend's son at 20, I want to say 22, committed suicide. And how they get through a day, as I said when I first started talking, losing a child is worse than anything else you can ever experience in your life. I'm sorry. I've lost 2 brothers now. God, I can't even believe I'm saying this. I've lost 2 brothers, my mother, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. I'm going to get off before I lose it again. I'm going to go out and shop. That will keep me from crying. Can't be crying in the middle of a store. But that's my update, and I'll try to come back on probably after the memorial service and let you know how it all went. I'm hanging in there by the grace of God, and I struggle every day with my symptoms. They are not gone at all, but they have come down quite a bit so that I can function, and I'm very grateful for that. But I don't have time to be sick. I keep telling myself, you don't have time for this, so just cut it out. You just get over with. You're dizzy, hold on to a wall, grab a cart, pull your cane out, but just keep moving. So I hope that encourages some of you. Keep moving. Because your life is very short. Your life is very short. And all the time we spend not hooked up to machines. If you're hooked up to machines and you're in a hospital bed, totally different scenario. I'm talking about those of us who are chronically ill that can still feed ourselves, walk around, bathe ourselves. You can do ADLs, activities of daily living. If you can function like that, do it, because you may not have another minute. And is that what you want to be remembered for? So, God bless.